Even though the Chiefs lost their game, I saw them call a run play on their first touchdown drive in the red zone that I thought was really interesting. It got 7 yards, and it looked like it was designed to take advantage of an over-aggressive defense. Let's go ahead and break down that play. Now, I had planned to do this breakdown using the All-22 film from NFL Plus Premium, but the NFL has been really slow getting that up. So I'm just going to do this breakdown using the broadcast of the game. It's not going to be as clean as what an All-22 version would look like, but it'll give you an idea of what I saw. So this is a first and goal from the 9-yard line. This is the first score for the Kansas City Chiefs. And what you're going to see is something really, really interesting. So Richie Moore is going to go in motion. Okay, he's going to come across. And as he does, once the ball snapped, he's actually going to lose yards. He's going to run backwards, basically. Okay. And the reason he's doing that is he's trying to get out of the way of Noah Gray. Noah Gray is going to come across what's going to look like a wham block, and instead he's going to be a lead blocker, okay? Everybody else, besides Pacheco and Patrick Mahomes, they're all going to block as though the run is going to the left, okay? So this is Valdez-Scantling. He's going to run up. He's going to block at the third level against the safety. Left tackle's going to step out, block here. Left guard's going to step left, block here. Center's going to step left, engage here, and then climb up to the backer at the second level. Right guard stepping left, going to block here. Then the right tackle is going to step inside, step to his left, avoid engaging Josh Paschal, and climb up to the next level defender. Okay? It's important to note this is called a sift version. He's going to sift through. He's basically entering a gap that's in the defense to climb up, working to the inside of a defensive lineman so that he can then climb up to the next level, trying to avoid contact with Josh Paschal. Okay? Sky Moore is going to run to the inside and then climb back up to the third level, try and block the safety. Okay? And what Pacheco's going to do is he's going to basically take a kind of a drop step, then delay, and then he's going to sprint out to the right. Okay? Patrick Mahomes is going to open to his right and then drop back and hand the ball off to Pacheco. Let's go ahead and watch this play as we do. Let's go ahead and start it. And as you can see, everybody's blocking to the left, like I said, except for who? Noah Gray. Noah Gray is now running like he's going to run a wham block. He's coming back to the right. You see the drop step and delay by Pacheco. Let's fast forward a little bit. And what I want you to note is, how do I know that this play is supposed to go to the right? What hand is Patrick Mahomes handing the ball off with? If Patrick Mahomes was handing the ball off with his right hand, that would force Pacheco to go to Pacheco's left. That would mean that the play design was supposed to go to the left. But because Patrick Mahomes is handing the ball off with his left hand, okay, it's important to note, he's handing the ball off with his left hand, he is basically forcing Pacheco to go to Pacheco's right, to the offense's right, defense's left. I want you to also note something as well. Okay, let me change the color here. Notice that all of the Lions players are fighting the pressure. Because everybody else is blocking to the left, the defense is stepping to their right. You have Josh Paschal, who is the defensive end for the Detroit Lions. He's trying to squeeze down, right? You're taught to squeeze down to close the gap, especially if a player is sifting through, to avoid any cutback. And also, in case Patrick Mahomes decides to boot, now you can chase. But if you turn slightly even, you can take yourself and have to recover, and it kind of makes it hard for you to recover. You can give yourself, you can cause problems for yourself, especially if the play is going back to the other side. Let's say like a boot or a zone read or something like that, right? The minute you turn your shoulders, you've kind of lost. Even though you can recover, you're going to give up some yards. And that's what we're seeing right here is Josh Paschal, instead of staying square, he's slightly turned, and now he's basically going to get beat to the outside, okay? So let's go ahead. Let me clear these off, and let's run the play forward a little bit. As you can see here, hand off to Pacheco. He's now sprinting to the right. Noah Gray is running by Josh, and he's trying to get back in the play, okay? Pacheco's going to cut off of Noah Gray's block. And though Josh Scanlon does make the tackle, look, he's already to the 5-yard line. It's going to be basically a 7-yard gain right there, okay? Now, Kansas State's going to run the same exact play again later in the game. But let's go back and take a look at it real quick. Just like I said, right? So we're going to have all this action going to the left, one lead blocker to the right, handoff, Pacheco's going to follow, then cut upfield. It's a great way to take advantage against the over-aggressive defense, especially if they're going with the action of the offensive line. They're following it. They might be too aggressive. It's a great way to take advantage of them without having to boot out your quarterback necessarily. It's a great run play that way. But let's take a look at it because, like I said, they ran it again later in the game. Let's go take a look at it. They ran it with a different formation. Same personnel grouping, but a different formation. Let's take a look at that real quick. So here we have, it's going to be a 2nd and 1. Let's see here. Sorry about this, guys. Trying to cut this from a broadcast sometimes it makes it difficult. 2nd and 1, okay? And what you're going to see is it's this time, let me change the color. It's going to be Sky Moore, who's going to go in motion. And again, he's going to lose depth, okay? Right? Our tight end, Noah Gray, he's in line now. He's on the line of scrimmage, okay? And this time, instead of Noah Gray going across the formation, okay, it's going to be Rashee Rice who's going to go who's going to come across the formation as though he's running a wham block. He's going to lead block right here, and everybody else is going to block to the right, okay? Right? Tight end's going to take here, okay? Pacheco's going to take his drop step, and then he's going to sprint to his left. And Patrick Mahomes is then going to open up the same. He's going to open up to his left, drop back, and he's going to hand the ball off with his right hand. And when he does that, that again forces Pacheco to go to his left. So that tells me that this play is designed to go to the left. Let's go ahead and run the play a little bit. Now, they're not going to get as many yards this time, but you see here, Sky Moore's going up. See how he drops back? He's losing yards. Okay, Rashee Rice is going to come across. Ball's in the right hand of Mahomes, so that's going to force Pacheco to go to his left. Pacheco's going to go ahead, take the hole that he sees, cut up inside. Is that a big gain? No, it's only about a 3-yard gain, but it's enough for a first down. This leads to a field goal for the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. And then let's take a look at what this sets up. Okay. So again, as we saw, they just did that. So this then sets up this version, and it's a counter version. Well, I shouldn't say counter. What it is this is an extra play off of the same action that's to take advantage of what they've been setting up. So again, Sky Moore is going to go in motion. Okay. He's actually going to lose depth. We're going to have Rashee Rice come across like he's lead blocking for the same exact play. Everything else is the same. Everybody's blocking to the right except for Rashee Rice. But I want you to watch where Isaiah Pacheco goes. So he's going to go, and this time, notice where the hand is. Notice where the hand is that's handing the ball off. Patrick Mahomes is handing the ball off with his what hand? Left hand. That's forcing Pacheco to go to the right. So this time, Pacheco is going to his right. He's running the outside zone. But what you're seeing here, guys, is let's take a look. What's happening with our defenders here? Are they chasing? Are they following? They've seen this formation before. They see that Rashee Rice right here is coming back across the formation. What do you think? Oh, they're running that play again. Except this time, they're not. They've frozen everybody on the defense for a reason, for a moment. Okay? And if not for good play by the defensive line, this should have been a first down. Okay? Defensive line does a fantastic job here. I believe that's Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson had himself a game doing a lot of good work. Okay? But if you notice, okay, let's rewind just a little bit. Look at 55. 55 is slow playing this. Everybody's kind of slow playing because they've seen this formation before. They've seen this action before. They're really kind of slow playing it. The defensive line's reacting the way that they should. But again, what a great play design. You set them up. It's a great setup to now let's run outside zone off of the same action. Okay? And that is football, folks. That's what football is. That's what makes Andy Reid so good. I know that they lost the game. There were some bad plays that occurred, like the pick six. But I found this play to be very interesting because I haven't really ever seen that. have everybody block one way except for one player who's coming across to simulate a wham block and then run the opposite direction. It's a great way to take advantage of an over-aggressive defense. You might see more of those types of things in the NFL and maybe even in college ball going forward. If you've enjoyed this content, let me know down below. This is going to become a recurring thing during the fall season where I'm going to break down football plays, and then I might do in the off season talking about different offensive schematics and things like that. But I enjoy doing these breakdowns. Let me know what you think. This is Coach Begin signing off. You guys have a good rest of the day. We'll see you next time. Oh, real quick, if you have a team that you'd like me to break down or play you'd like me to take a look at, let me know in the comments down below. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.